Check 1, 2.
response to the issues and concerns that we have.
No one in BLGM is a superstar because everyone in the team really counts.
Hi. Good morning and welcome. Welcome back for me for this 42nd episode of our online kapihan sa BLGF7. The views and opinions expressed by the guest or the host of this online kapihan sa BLGF7 does not reflect the policy of this office or of this bureau. They are just a generic friendly discussion na hindi po maaring hindi mag-apply doon sa mga particular at specific issues and concerns ng ating local treasurers. Good morning once again. Good morning entire Philippines. Good morning Luzon. Good morning Visayas. Good morning Mindanao. Medyo maulan po yung weekend natin but it's nice to be back dito live sa ating kapihan sa online BLGF7. Ladies and gentlemen, kabukas na naman ng ating klase. Ngayon, hindi pa rin face-to-face. Hindi pa rin yung presidente natin po. Kasi kami ni RD, yung mga better half namin nasa DepEd po kasi. So congratulations, good luck po doon sa ating opening ng classes na naman. Ladies and gentlemen, for that, it is timely to call on our regional director para sa message niya agad. Ang ating butihing regional director ng BLGF7, Regional Director Jesse Joy Dr. Lero. Good morning, RD.
Thank you so much, Attorney Wilbert Tanyeka, our incomparable and dashing online kapihan sa BLGF7 host. Of course, together with the co-host, Ms. June Ann Abella. May buntag, mga ka-BLGF kapihan onliners. Nami-miss nyo ba kami? So welcome to our 42nd episode entitled Local Business Taxes, Fees, and Real Property Tax vis-a-vis the boundary dispute, right? So yes, you heard it right. Perhaps yung initial reaction natin or yung question kaagad natin is, who among the disputing LGUs has the right to collect? Diba? Sounds interesting, isn't it? Of course, especially that Attorney Tanyeka will be citing an actual court decided cases by the Supreme Court to back up the discussion. All right? So aside from the taxation side, everyone also is interested about the land conflicts, okay? Which I think, okay, and this is often very extensive will have a negative effects on the economic, social, ecological development for a particular area. Okay, so this is especially true in developing municipalities or cities where mayroong transition and the land market are weak and opportunities for economic gain by illegal actions are widespread and have disastrous effects, okay, on individuals as well as on groups and even the LGUs itself. So another point that Attorney Tanyeka will be expounding will be on interesting scenarios. Okay? Actually, napakaraming anggulo na pwede natin pag-usapan today. So na research po yan ni Attorney Tanyeka, especially on the aspect on what scenarios like what if the property owners has long been paying taxes to LGUA because LGUA has assessed that property long before than the LGUB. Okay, so pwedeng paghugutan yan ng mga questions ng mga assessors natin at sa mga treasurers. Likewise, yung question on what if the property is on the face of the title, it is located on LGUB, and will it be controlling or for purposes complying with local tax liabilities? Ano ba yung dapat gawin ng taxpayer? Will he or she rely on the location stated in the certificate of title? Pwede din i-explain din yan further ni Attorney Tanyeka. Likewise, yung issue on the business that are erected on disputed land, saan sila pwedeng magbayad ng business taxes, fees and charges? Okay? On the side naman for local treasury and assessment, in case may dispute on the boundary and it is now pending in proper court, will it forbid them to collect, in noting that the taxes are lifeline of the government. Likewise, nakita ko, Torch, pwede ba, alam ko madidiscuss mo rin yung CITOS, although na-discuss natin in previous episode, but for this discussion, material din napag-usapan yung CITOS of taxation. Okay? So, of course, we are doing this in support for our revenue generation for our LGUs, especially in the outcome of the Mandanas case in relation to Executive Order number 138, which mandate the full devolution of some LGU functions that are being cuddled by the national government. For instance, yung function of the Department of Education, particularly on infrastructure projects for DepEd, because sa devolution planning, it is now devolved to the LGUs, okay? Meaning that all infra projects like construction of classrooms and all others are now through the LGUs. Okay? So, such being the case, the LGU team, or the local finance team of LGUs should therefore innovate themselves in order for the respective LGUs to be able to finance the project costs required by DepEd. So let us be mindful that a special levy on the collection of the RPT will be especially devoted for the special education fund. Okay? And na-mention din kanina ni Atty. Tanyeka that our better half, okay, is with the DepEd. So the BLGF, okay, is really extending our support, okay, to the Department of Education for their national opening day of classes today. So we are sending our prayers for the safety of our teachers as well as the student. Okay, so be that as it may, our episode for today will really enlighten us all some issues that may be given clarity and further in advance by Atty. Tanyeka. Okay? Kaya make it more interesting, productive, and participative by commenting at the comment box your thoughts on the matter, your personal experience, and of course, your best shot. Okay? And also, don't forget to share, subscribe, and like our YouTube channel so that you will be notified for any updates or new information videos. Again, good morning and God bless everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much our Regional Director, Director Jesse Joy Dr. Lero. I-shout out ko lang po muna yung naggupit sa akin. Sana po kung buhay ka pa naman, hindi ka masamid sa pagkain mo ngayon. Minamata. Again, ladies and gentlemen, as said by our Regional Director, although yung link nasa Facebook page pa rin, official Facebook page pa rin natin, we are now streaming live doon sa YouTube. So para hindi na kayo magiging schedule na itong Monday kapihan natin, you click the notification button, yung parang bell doon sa YouTube, tapos you subscribe para i-notify kayo every time na mag-stream live yung BLGF kapihan sa online kapihan sa BLGF 7. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, na-mention na nga natin na sa YouTube na tayo. So puntahan na natin yung mga early viewers. Sinabi na natin, I have my co-host now with me, ang aming Chief ng Treasury Division, si Miss John Ann Abilia. Nay, pasok, Nay.
Hello! Naimbag nga bigat kada kayo amen. Ita Ilocos Region. Maayo nga ang aga dira sa mga kasimanwa ko sa Iloilo. Maadyong buntag sa akong mga higala sa Visayas at isang magandang umaga po sa lahat sa mga kababayan ko na taga Tagalog Region. Welcome po sa ating isa na naman pong balitaktakan, masayang balitaktakan tungkol sa business taxes, fees and real property tax vis-a-vis boundary dispute ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Si Atty. Tanyeka po ang inyong abang lingkod. So, shout out po kay Ferdinand Ligikan na Daliwag, kay Cristina Vallega Patalinhog, kay Ange Ofiana Nalika, kay Lester John Narceda, kay Attorney Celine Andrade. O ito, palagi na lang attorney, hindi talaga nag-absent si Attorney Celine. kay Ma'am Yuge Dayag ng Sibunga, kay Arlen Chari Puntines, ang Municipal Treasurer ng Amlan, Negros Oriental, at kay Lucille Orlina ng San Juan, Siquijor. So, ang dami pa, mga kaibigan, nasa YouTube na po tayo, so please subscribe. Back to you, Torn.
Thank you, Nay. Sabi nga ni Nanay, nasa YouTube na kami. So pasensya po pag may dadaan dyan biglang masabing salamat. Si Jackie Chan biglang dadaan sa mga replay natin. So pasensya po. Nasa YouTube na po kasi kami baka may mag-insert na mga advertisement. Thank you po. Yan. Before we proceed with our topical discussion, again, this is from the comment section itong discussion. This was requested on the 37th episode yata. Si Sir Dan ba yun or si Ma'am Julie yung nag-request? So paki-comment kung sino yung nag-request about boundary disputes, kung sino ang karapat-dapat na mag-impose ng taxes. So this is requested. Remember, you requested 3 topics, the NGCP versus Ophelia Oliva case, requested by Sir Jamie Lagura. The second is this one, boundary disputes. At saka yung pang-third, yung credit borrowing capacity, sana i-discuss siguro if we have time. Now, doon po sa NGCP case, mayroon pong sangang issues and concern doon. So ilalahad natin yan mamaya-maya kasi nga we are preparing kung sino yung nag-query doon, taga-Pasig yata si Sir, si Ma'am, yung account niya kasi pang lalaki yung pangalan pero later on she identified herself as coming from CTO Pasig City. May sangang issue. We are reserving your query, ma'am, for our BLGF anniversary. I-discuss ko mamaya. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, although yung discussion ngayon is about boundary dispute, mayroon din akong kasamang discussion about what if yung mga title na sinasabing conjugal property tapos sinasabing naghihiwalay na daw yung mag-asawa, pupunta sa assessor's office, baguhin nyo po yung tax declaration dyan kasi hiwalay na po kami ng mister ko. Hindi naman yan kunyari conjugal or ganito ganyan, miski kung ano-ano po yung mga sinasabi, baguhin nyo pa ba mga assessor yung relying only on that representation of one of the spouse. So, madidiscuss din po ngayon kasi incidentally na-discuss ng Supreme Court dito sa boundary dispute. Before we proceed, top news of the week lang muna. Congratulations pala sa ating butihing mayor ng Liloan dito sa Cebu, Municipality of Liloan, kasi siya po ay nahirang doon sa Civil Service Search for Outstanding Government Employee bilang Presidential Lingkod Bayan Regional Winner. Si Mayor Cristina Frasco ay awarded po ng Presidential Lingkod Bayan Regional Winner. This is in connection with the Civil Service 2021 Search for Most Outstanding Government Workers. This is a recognition of Mayor Frasco's proactive initiative as local chief executive towards innovation. Innovative po kasi si Mayor Frasco in governance and sustainability. Program fostering excellence in government service. Congratulations po, congratulations. Naandyan na po ngayon si Atty. Regal Oliva as the Municipal Treasurer, concurrent po ng Mandawi at saka ng ating Liloan Municipality. Okay, 3 news of the week lang muna, ipasadahan natin before the topical discussion. Ayan, through Presidential Decree 1218, President Duterte extends the state of calamity in the Philippines until September 2022. So what does this mean? According to official gazette, official website of the official gazette, with the declaration of state of calamity, magkakaroon ng pagbabahagi ng calamity fund. Mayroon ng calamity fund. Tapos maipagbawal na ang pagtaas ng mga presyo ng mga pangunahing bilihin. Ayan, price freeze. At saka pagpapahintulot ng pautang na walang interest. Those are the effect of the state declaration of state of calamity. Another news that matters for the week, Metro Manila to stay under MECQ until September 15. Medyo masamang balita. Last September 11, 2022, the Department of Health has logged the highest COVID-19 new cases, 26,303. Single day, highest new cases, September 11, 26,303. Yan. Ito good news na rin. On the other hand, the general public daw ay magkakaroon na ng inoculation to the general public kasi kasalukuyan nasa priority listing po yung vaccination ng ating Department of Health. So by September or October, kung sabi ni Secretary Galvez, kung darating yung mga 61 million doses that will arrive, magiging general public na po yung vaccination natin. It's good. May kalakip na issue kasi dito kasi remember yung mga LGUs nagkakaroon ng bakuna bubble. For example, only those vaccinated people po fully or half or hindi pa fully vaccinated, basta may first dose na, nagkakaroon ng incentive doon sa mga dine-in, doon sa mga entrance na mga ganito, mga spas, mga personal services. Tinatawag ng ibang LGU na bakuna bubble. Sabi ng DILG, as of now, sabi ng DOG, we cannot do that kasi wala pang general public inoculation. Dito, September at October, kung magdarating na daw yung 61 million doses, magiging general public na po yung vaccination. Panghuling news that matters, ito talagang production team namin. Talagang mayroong ganitong news that matters. Namanhikan na po si Derek Ramsey doon sa mga parents ni Helen Adarna. Ayan, in a pre-wedding pamamanhikan is a pre-wedding tradition wherein the groom-to-be would seek the blessings of the parents of the bride-to-be. Yan, Derek Ramsey. Hindi ako nakapunta, invite ako. Busy kasi. Ayan, ladies and gentlemen, sabi ko na nga, this is the 42nd episode. It's good to be back. Pasensya na po. We have replayed for 3 episodes yung NGCP versus Ophelia M. Oliva webinar ni Mrs. Oliva. Thank you pala po kay Mrs. Oliva. Free po yun. Hindi po nagpabayad si Mrs. Oliva. So for 3 episodes, walang interruption, walang question, walang panel discussion, walang kapihan type. Si Mrs. Oliva lang po yung pinapasalita natin. Yan po yung kanyang replay ng ating webinar. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go now with our topic for the day. Before that, may nag-text kasi ako sa akin, may nag-message. Mayroon daw, attorney, mayroong pinagkaguluhan doon sa Facebook page ninyo. Hinanap ko, ano yung pinagkakaguluhan doon? So, ito pala yun. Pinagkakaguluhan po ang picture na ito. Parang kasing nagbalik na yung season ng Money Heist. So, mayroong 4 na lalaking nakaaligid. Sino kaya yan? Baka nanghihingi yan ng share doon sa Money Heist doon sa loob. Ayan. Gawa po yan ng ating production manager, pinaka-director po na ating production team, si Mr. Julius Panoy. Ayan. So ladies and gentlemen, punta na po tayo dito sa boundary dispute. Kunyari, mayroong dispute as to the boundary of certain LGUs. So nag-aagawan ng boundary. So sino pa in the meantime, sino bang dapat magbubuwis doon? So for the interest of yung hindi sila ma-necessarily subject. Although this is a public document, this is shared by the Supreme Court in their website, scjudiciary.gov.ph. Basta SC Judiciary yata yon. So we will, however, withhold the names of the parties concerned, LGU po kasi ito, para hindi na ma-subject ito unnecessary exposure. Baka hindi kasi. Morning po doon sa mga naka-view na sa atin dito sa ating Facebook page, YouTube live. Wala pa ba si Jackie Chan? Hindi pa nag-interrupt si Jackie Chan sa ating YouTube. So tuloy-tuloy tayo. Boundary dispute GR number 176721 dated June 28, 2017. Ang nangyari po kasi sa kaso ito. Balik muna. Ayan. Mayroong isang business, malaking business ito. Retail yata ito. Hindi lang natin i-mention what kind, yung corporation. Again. So mayroon siyang business. It is located in some location na pinagdidisputan po ng dalawang LGU. For the interest of this discussion, tatawagin natin si LGU LAT at saka si LGU Current. So for your navigation, si LGU Current ay kung saan nagbabayad yung business currently. Si LGU LAT ay kung saan naandun yung kanyang location as per the title ng kanyang lupa. So in 1989, the business applied for and was issued building permit by the current LGU. Siya po yung nagbubuwis at saka papataw ng mga permits. The business also secured the requisite mayor's permit for the business in the current LGUs and consequently paid for the taxes. Lahat na po, real property tax, fees, and charges from 1989 to 1996. Saan siya nagbabayad? Doon sa current LGU. Tawagin muna nating current LGU. Now, however, kasi po ito, doon siya nagbabayad kasi pinakitaan siya ng current LGU ng cadastral survey at saka DENR certification. Remember, si current LGU nagpapakita doon sa business taxpayer na mayroong cadastral survey at saka DENR certification na your business, the location of your business belongs to this LGU, to this current LGU na tinatawag natin for the rest of our discussion. So, relying on that certification at saka yung cadastral survey, of course, doon nagbabayad si business taxpayer. However, beginning 1997, he did not file for a renewal of mayor's permit in that current LGU. Kasi nga, si LGU lot, yung ibang LGU naman, naka-boundary dispute ni current LGU. Now, tinatawag natin current LGU yung isa, kung saan nagbabayad currently si business taxpayer, at saka si LGU lot, kung saan yung location of the title. Lot kasi, LOT. Location of the title, kung saan yung nakapangalan yung location niya sa kanyang titulo. So nag-give ng notice si LGU lot, supported by the documented proof, na dito ka dapat magbayad sa amin at hindi doon sa current LGU, doon sa ibang LGU. Remember, ang pinanghawakan ni current LGU ay yung cadastral survey at saka certification ng DENR. Ito, sinasabi niya, dito ka dapat magbayad sa amin. So, yun nga, hindi na siya nag-file ng renewal of business permit doon sa current LGU. Consequently, si LGU lot, kasi sabi niya, medyo lugi ako Doon nagbabayad si business taxpayer during the period, kailan yun? 1983 ba yun? 1993. 1989 up to 1996, doon kay current LGU nagbabayad. Lugi ako doon So sa LGU lot, location of the title, LOT, nag-file ang case for collection of business tax against the taxpayer. Remember, nag-file siya ng case against the taxpayer. Imagine the injustice, ladies and gentlemen. Nagbabayad po si business taxpayer, although hindi doon sa LGU, kung saan ng location ng title, doon sa current, kung saan yung certification ng DENR at saka yung cadastral survey. Hinabla siya ng current ng LGU lot for tax payment of local business taxes, fees, and charges. Hindi ba pwedeng si LGU lot diretso na mag-file ng petition doon kay LGU current na hihingin niya yung reimbursement? Dapat sa akin yung collection na yan, bigyan niyo yan sa atin. Yan. I-discuss din po yan natin mamaya-maya dito sa Supreme Court case na ito. So, the business in turn filed a third-party complaint. So, to avoid the injustice, nag-third-party complaint si business taxpayer against the current LGU kasi doon siya nagbabayad ng kanyang taxes. So, sabi ng business taxpayer, i-reimburse mo po ako kasi nga magbabayad na, sinisingil na ako ng ibang LGU. So, yung binabayaran ko from 1989 to 1996, i-reimburse mo po kasi ibabayad ko po yan doon sa ibang LGU na sumisingil sa akin. Ano kayang nangyari? So, yan. Now, prior to this institution of this tax collection case, mayroon palang boundary dispute case na naman nag-file in between these two LGUs, current LGU at saka LGU lot. So, mayroon silang settlement of the boundary dispute pending din doon sa ibang RTC. So, what do you think? Is this a valid reason na hindi muna i-resolve yung tax collection case? Kasi hindi pa naman nare-resolve din yung boundary dispute. So, imagine yourself as a taxpayer, nalilito ka. Nag-argue sila as to the boundary dispute. So, wala pang malinaw kung sino ba, nasaan ba yung location mo talaga as to the boundary dispute kasi pending pa. Ngayon, mayroon ka ng tax collection case. So, pwede ba yun? Hindi ba pwedeng hintayin mo na yung boundary dispute bago po muna maningil kung sino mang yung LGU na yun? Pwede ba yun? Ayan. So, comment on our comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Before we proceed, please do comment. So, sa tingin nyo? Mayroong boundary dispute In the meantime, nagpa-file na yung isang LGU na you should pay as taxes. So, hindi ba pwedeng ihintay muna yung pagbayad ng buwis for that boundary dispute to be resolved first before paying of the taxes? That, ladies and gentlemen, balikan po natin yan sa pagbalik ng ating discussion. In the meantime, in the spirit of our shout out, mga sigaw palabas, balikan po natin ang ating co-host at mamaya-maya siguro si Ardy baka mayroon ring mga sigaw palabas, mga special greetings. Nay, pasok for our shoutouts na.
Okay, mapita sa mga pag-ari ko sa Mindanao. May mga audience na kasi tayo sa Mindanao. So mapita ka sa inyong hatanan. Oh, isang sigaw palabas po para kay Julius Panoy, yung pinakagwapo naming head ng production team, kay Attorney Regal Oliva, kay Ma'am Presentacion R. Montesa, our former regional director, kay Madam Ofelia M. Oliva, isang shout-out, pagkalakas-lakas daw na shout-out para sa LGU San Remigio, Cebu, para sa LGU Lila, kay Arsinia Paig, kay Fel George San, kay Eileen Parado, kay Cristina Patalinhog, kay Sid Caballero, kay Ana Teresa Balani, kay Brenda Liamedo, my makeup artist, kay Sarah Jane Mitante, kay Geraldine Tumulak ng Sugod Cebu, kay Faye Almenye, ang City Assessor ng Tagbilaran City, kay Jen Formentera, Municipal Treasurer Madrid de Cebu, kay Catherine Birondo ng Dimiao Assessor's Office. At isang lakas-lakas na sigaw palabas din po para sa kay Carlito Fajardo, kay Alan Suaso, kay Julius Adrian Chin at sa Municipal Treasurer ng Bourbon, Cebu, kay Noel Enriquez. Back to you, Torn!
Thank you, Nay. Thank you, Ms. General. Ayan. At ko si Ardy ngayon. Ardy, we have many viewers na ngayon. Naka-73 live viewers. I-replay mamaya. But they need to fill up attendance form, Ardy, kasi this is a requirement for us from the central office. Nagiging formal na po kasi yung kapihan natin. So, we need to know who are we servicing, treasury or assessment. Ardy, is that right, Ardy?
Yes, that's correct. So since we are devising our platform on how we can reach out our treasurers and assessors, so it just deemed proper that we let us also acknowledge the platform. Likewise, yung mga yung host natin, yung concept ng production team, so that it will be credited as our performance. So we are asking our viewers to please fill up our attendance sheet as our way of evaluating if you have really satisfied on our topic for the week, or you are being helped by our production team, so that we have engaged on how we do well on our online kapihan. So again, please do not just write your name, your position or your LGU in the comment box, but please fill up the Google link, send to the comment box para ma-determine namin who are we servicing, and of course from there you can write your questions, or you can suggest any topics that you would like us to discuss on the succeeding episodes. So in that way we would know. So that would be our parang assessment training tools. On what particular areas that our assessors or treasurers are needing the most. Okay, so if we found based on your feedback, so we can address our concern. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
At saka kung maswerte kayo, yung comment nyo po dyan, yung mga papuri nyo po sa BLGF7, kung mapili po kayo ni Mr. Julius Pano, yung aming managing director ng production team, i-feature niya po yung mukha nyo sa aming Facebook page. Is that okay, Ardy? Yung sinasabi nila, tapos yan.
Because we did also their feedback. Okay, so if we found that your feedback is relevant, so we might as well capture that, and we'll make a poster, okay, as a way of recognizing your efforts of commenting on our episode.
Thank you, RD.
Victor.
You know what? Mag-iisang taon na po yung kapihan ngayong November. Ganyan na po ka. So, as a way of giving back sa inyo, sa amin po, kasi we have been doing this out of passion. So, paki-feedback naman po dyan, paki-fill up ng attendance form kasi napapansin na po tayo nationwide, especially sa ating mga superior sa central office. So, they need to gauge kung sino po yung nasiservisyohan po natin. So, yun lang pong yung konting kahilingan namin. Mag-fill up kayo ng attendance. Mga 1 minute lang naman yan. So, para mag-gauge namin kasi minsan nakaabot tayo ng 2,500 views. Di natin alam from treasury or assessment sector ba yun. So, this is the good news. Adi, it has been such a long time, although we are nearing pa doon sa anniversary episodes natin, but we have come a long time. And pasensya po kung nasaturate po namin kayo sa information sa aming Facebook page, but naandyan pa rin po sila, Adi. Magpasalamat po tayo, Adi.
Yes, akala namin it would be a short innovation itong kapihan, but we find it very helpful also to our treasurers and assessors, and the support itself that we really gauge or we really enjoy coming from you. So that's why despite na maraming trabaho si attorney as division chief of the assessment division, so yan, this is an added function to him. So actually he's supposed to be not doing this one, but because of his love for the assessor and our treasurer in Central Visayas, he never say no. So sabi niya pag may mga questions yan, kaagad nagre-research yan si Attorney Tanyeka. So again, this is our way of reaching out our treasurers and assessors because we feel the need for this one. Since we are in the new normal. Okay? So, kung nakikita nyo, our page is very, very visible to all of you. Yung iba nagsasawa na, but just be mindful na you can just go back. Pag may mga questions kayo, you can just go back to our page or to our YouTube channel and review the previous episodes, and you can gauge or you can get information from there.
Yes, RD.
Especially yung mga issues like this one na tinitake up niya to, hindi nyo kailangan pumunta sa lawyer, at least for reference purposes, di ba? Andito na yung lawyer natin, libre. Kawawa nga itong abogado natin, paragi na lang libre. Thank you, Torch. Thank you.
Of course, thank you for the support niya. The ever supportive yan. Yes. Nagtatanong yan, ano bang kailangan ng production team ganito? Do you need this one, this one? So, always naandyan agad-agad. Hindi po kami posibleng mag-streamline ngayon without our regional director. Kanya po siya. To continue, yung nakahanging pong tanong ko kanina, saan na ba yung PowerPoint ko? Ayan. Nakahanging kung tanong, hindi ba pwede mamaya na ako nagbayad kasi nag-aaway-away pa naman yung mga LGU kung doon sa boundary dispute, pwede bang hintayin munang ma-settle yung boundary dispute bago kayo mag-collect ng tax sa akin? So that is one of the issues that was raised in this case. Now, in the course of the trial, during the tax collection case, the current LGU kung saan nagbabayad si business taxpayer, nag-file ng motion to dismiss kasi nga mayroong litis pendensya. Yun nga, pending petition for settlement of land boundary dispute. Sabi ng lower court, ito RTC pa lang, hindi pa ng Supreme Court. Initially, sabi ng Supreme Court, kung ano yung naandyan as location doon sa title, yan yung conclusive for purposes of action for tax collection. So, therefore, it upheld the right of LGU lot, yung location of title, yung hindi current LGU, na mag-collect ng taxes. That is the RTC, ladies and gentlemen. Hindi pa po yan Supreme Court. Now, ano ba yung ruling ng Supreme Court? Dito na po tayo. Now, just as what the lower court has said, the Supreme Court adopted also the principle that we have to rely on the location as stated in the certificate of title. So, we are limited on the discussion of doon sa mga title lots only medyo wala pa tayong precedent or established rule doon sa mga untitled. Nevertheless, baka po mayroong points of navigation sa discussion ng Supreme Court po dito. Wait muna. Nawawala yung share screen button ko. Okay. Now, again, sabi po ng Supreme Court, you have to rely on the location as stated in the certificate of title. Kung sino pa yung naandoon sa location sa title, siya po yung dapat na mangolekta ng buwis. Ito po yung sabi ng Supreme Court. Now, under the local government code, voting local government code, bayaran daw po yung buwis where the business subject of the tax is conducted. Now, ang pinaka-issue dito, saan ba nagkakandak ng business si taxpayer? So, sabi ng Supreme Court, yan nga, how will we determine the location for purposes of identifying the LGU that is entitled to collect the tax? So, sabi ng local government code, where the business is located, where we are conducting our business, doon po kayo magbabayad ng buwis. Now, dito, sabi ng Supreme Court, the only problem now is how will you determine the location in terms of kung mayroong mga boundary dispute. Now, pambungad na sabi ng Supreme Court, you have to rely on the location as stated in the title, certificate of title. Now, wag mo nang magtanong doon sa mga untitled kasi hindi yan dito at all four squares dito sa Supreme Court ruling. Stick lang po muna tayo doon sa title properties. Now, ito, assessors, take note kasi ito points of navigation. Although our topic is our location, kung sino yung dapat magbuwis dito, this is a principle that you can apply. Once daw mayroong certificate of registration, decree of registration, once na-issue na po yan, according to PD 1529, the property registration decree, it binds the lands and it quiets the title thereto. Ito po, remember the Castillo versus Escotin case or Escotin versus Castillo case? Sabi ng, pag mayroong title, any inconsistencies po doon sa mga tax declaration, no other recourse daw si assessor kundi i-cancel doon. Yeah? Remember, we have discussed that doon sa Castillo versus Escotin Supreme Court case. Dito, medyo points of navigation din ito. Sabi ng Supreme Court, once mayroong title, it binds the land and it quiets the title. So, any inconsistencies, any claims relative thereto, magpiprevail po yung title. So, kalakip pa po yan sa policy or doctrine na sinasabi natin. Who are we as assessors to question the title? So, miski alam natin medyo dubious yung pagka-issue ng title. It binds the land, it quiets the title. So, kung mayroong magsabi po dyan na isa po akong heredero sa lupa na yan pero hindi lang po nasali sa title, i-address mo muna po yung title na yan kasi it is issued na. It is conclusive against all persons. Points of navigation na po yan. You can screenshot this PowerPoint presentation para po magiging baon nyo po yan kung mayroong magsabi sa iyo, bakit you rely only on title? Assessors. Na. Later on, mayroon pa tayong i-discuss tungkol dyan na magiging points of navigation din sa assessment office. Although this topic is about collection of tax, so therefore it is about treasury. But however, mayroong mga points of navigation kaya ako napagpasyang i-include po ito sa discussion. Now, in issuing the title daw, it passes daw the technical description of the land and consequently its location. Pinaghirapan na po yan, nag-survey na po yan. Pag lumabas na po yung title, ibig sabihin, dumaan na po yan doon sa kung anumang proseso dapat magiging proseso doon sa location at saka dapat na ilagay sa title. It passes upon, kaya nga, it binds at it quiets the title of the land and the property. It is conclusive against the against the whole world. Now, it is therefore presumed correct. The location stated in the certificate of title is presumed correct for purposes of determining the situs of the local title section. So until it is cancelled or amended, magiging you have to rely pa din po doon sa location na nakasaad sa title. So in this case, medyo it is just unfortunate, nagbabayad po si business taxpayer doon sa current LGU, hindi naman po siya ang location na naandoon sa title. Ang pinagbatayan lang po ng current LGU na binabayaran yung certification of the DNR at saka yung cadastral survey. Pero sabi po ng Supreme Court, yung certification ng DNR mo, yung cadastral survey mo, hindi mo yan magagamit as proof na ikaw yung dapat mag-buwis. Magagamit mo yan doon sa settlement, doon sa dispute. Evidence mo yan. Samantala, in the meantime, yung status of payment of taxes, doon po kung saan ang location na naan doon sa certificate of title. A certificate of title, take note ladies and gentlemen, mga assessors natin dyan nanonood, is conclusive not only of ownership, but also of the location. Yung mga technical description din po yan. Dyan sa title, conclusive po, din po yan. Now, in the case at bar, it is undisputed that the properties covered by the title show where it is located. It is located in the LGU land. Yung naghabla for tax collection case. Now, the evidence presented by the current LGU, yung binabayaran ni business, magagamit mo yan to sustain the territorial jurisdiction, to sustain your boundary dispute case doon na nakapending sa ibang case. Na hindi ibig sabihin na medyo ang strong na ng evidence mo kasi cadastral survey ganito, may certification ka pa pag DNR, doon na magbayad si taxpayer. Hindi po. Kung ano po yung nasa title, location. In the meantime, magagamit mo yan for the dispute doon sa boundary dispute case. Now, incidentally, mayroong canons of sound tax system na dinidiscuss ang Supreme Court po dito. So for the longest time, we've been discussing about administrative feasibility. Ano ba yung administrative feasibility na yan? No, dati akala ko yung administrative feasibility, pag nakakolekt ka ng 1 peso tax, dapat yung gasto mo sa collection hindi 150 peso, 1 o 2 peso kasi lugi. So dito pala, ang administrative feasibility, sinasabi ng Supreme Court, this will apply not only to this case, but to all other dealings with the taxpayer. Remember, canons of sound tax system, administrative feasibility, sabi po ng Supreme Court, hindi mo daw dapat pahirapan si taxpayer. So administrative feasibility simply means that the tax system should be capable of being effectively administered and enforced with the least inconvenience. Ayan, with the least inconvenience to the taxpayer. So pag inconvenience nyo po si taxpayer, hindi po kayo sumusubaybay doon sa canons of sound tax system na administrative feasibility. Dito po kasi sabi ng Supreme Court, pag pinapahintay nyo po sa taxpayer kung kailan masettle yung boundary dispute nyo, malilito pa si taxpayer kung saan siya magbayad kasi kayong mga LGU nag-argue na doon sa boundary dispute, that is not administrative feasibility. That is contrary to the canons of sound tax system that will inconvenience and detriment the proper tax administration. Take note of that, ladies and gentlemen, mga kakapihan namin dito sa online BLGF7. Administrative feasibility. Do not inconvenience your taxpayer. Now, moreover, according to the implementing rules and regulations of the local government code, in case of boundary dispute, the status of the affected area prior to the dispute shall be maintained and continued for all purposes. Now, I guess this will apply to untitled this policy also. Kasi hindi nag-mention yung local government code, whether titled or untitled. So dito, sabi ng Supreme Court, i-maintain muna yung status. Whatever that means. Kung ang status, kung saan ka nagbabayad currently, or kung ang status, kung saan yung tax declaration mo currently, i-maintain daw po yan, sabi ng Supreme Court na sinasabi din po ng ating local government code. Now, ito, I included discussion kasi na i-discuss po ng Supreme Court ano pong mangyayari kung mayroong amendments to a certificate of title. Now, deviate muna tayo sa topic as to boundary dispute. What if you assessors are presented with conflicting claims? For example, mayroong spouses, married couple, naghiwalay na sila, naka-obtain ng annulment. Sabi, nakapangalan po kasi doon sa title sa spouses of. Sabi ng isang spouse, hiwalay na po kami. dapat baguhin niyo po yung tax declaration, ipangalan na po sa akin yan. Kasi po, ako lang naman yung bumili niyan. Hindi yan conjugal property. Naandun sa title, spouses or married to, ganun. So pwede bang baguhin ni assessor yung tax declaration niya based on the representation na ng isang spouse, nag-present ng declaration of nullity of marriage, tapos nag-present ng kung saan galing yung pagkakabili, or yung mga properties of a corporation in the name of a certain corporation, na dissolve yung corporation. Pwede bang baguhin ng tax declaration ang tax declaration ng assessor based on the representations alone? So maya-maya balikan po natin yung topic na yan based on PD 1529 pa rin. In the meantime, papasadahan na naman natin. Paki-share po naman doon sa YouTube yung link natin po na andon sa Facebook page natin. So i-share nyo naman kasi we will know who among our viewers are sharing our live stream. So I'm sure in the future we will be giving something in return doon sa mga top sharer namin. Ang dami pang mug doon sa office. Mga tatlong kahon pa yata yung mug na ipa-print ni Sir Julius Panoy. So please, yung mga pag-share, please do share. Mayroon pa po tayong half of an hour for this episode to end. In the meantime, papasadahan na natin yung mga pa-shoutout at saka yung mga pag-greetings at kung mayroon mang mga comment tungkol sa discussion natin to sa episode natin na ito. Balikan po natin si Miss June Anabilia. Pasok ay.
Hello again sa ating mga masugid na tagapagsubaybay sa ating kapihan sa BLGF. Alam niyo itong kapihan sa BLGF, iba-iba na ang flavor. Kagaya ng mga kapihan, di ba? May kape Americano, may mocha, may cappuccino. Sa BLGF, may kape tresorero, may kape assessor, may kape admin. Ngayong araw na to, pinaghalo niya ang tatlong flavor, admin, assessment, at saka treasury. So andito, attorney, yung mga may feedback tayo na natanggap sa ating mga viewers. Sabi niya, kapihan sa BLGF is very informative, especially in the assessment service. Siguro taga-assessor to. Sabi ng isa, nice topic. Sabi naman ng isa, it's a very nice issue regarding real property tax boundaries. Sabi naman ng isa, very, very helpful topic. May nag-comment naman, na-feedback na, the online kapihan sa BLGF 7 is very informative and guide us in our daily task in relation to our work. Because of online kapihan sa BLGF 7, we treasurers were being equipped and guided by their topics every episode. Thank you, BLGF, for this effort. Another feedback. Thank you so much, BLGF Region 7, for your initiative of doing such activity. Kudos to the team. This is a very big help for us to perform our job better. God bless and more power. Team Kapihan. At saka last ng pagkaganda, I am always looking forward for Mondays because of Kapihan. It makes my morning more inspired and happy. Bibigyan ka ng mug para lalo kang magiging happy. Okay. Shout out para kay Wilma Estacio ng LGU Argao, kay Medellin Treasurer's Office, kay Jason Coronel ng Anda Bohol, kay Henry Suliano ng San Pascual, Borias Island, Masbate, kay Bernadette Guanzon ng Mabinay, kay Ruzien Mantalaba ng Minglanilla, Cebu, kay Jinlot Tendero, kay Emma Go, kay Edwin Villanueva, kay Gemma Abindan, kay June Rivera of Toledo City, shout out kay Romeo Ramosa II, at shout out kay Consuelo Didel of United States of America. Nang Connie, si Consuelo Didel, kasama namin siya noon dito. So, nanonood pala siya, RD, attorney sa ating kapihan. Kaya sabi niya, i-shout out mo naman ako, sabi niya gano'n. So, nang Connie, maayong buntag, maayong gabi kanimo.
Former kasama natin na sa
dati nating kasama. isang sigaw din isang sigaw palabas para kay Lorna Morales ng Danao City, kay Nancy Ferrolino ng Tanhay City, kay Justice Ray Putulin. Itong Justice Ray Putulin, I think taga-Smart ito siya.
Smart.
Justice Ray Putulin.
Ay, Justice Smart.
Natin ngayon palaging nakapato sa kapihan.
Yeah.
O palagi siyang nanonood pala, nakaabang pala to.
Oh, Justice balita ko ang daming jacket sa Smart Night. Justice baka naman.
Ang jacket. Parang orange yun. Parang orange ang jacket. Bigyan ng jacket yan.
After nag-guest dito ng taga-Smart, parang naging interested sila sa BLGF, sa Department of Finance. So they are now following us. So actually, palaging nagko-comment yan si Mr. Justice.
Para magiging partner natin to, sir.
I-guest namin, with your permission, RD, i-guest natin si Justice RD. At saka yung ibang staff ng Smart, baka mayroon silang gustong i-discuss related pa din sa mga LGUs. At kung gaano kadami na yung jacket nila doon sa office nila na natitingga lang. Sige.
Moving on to our shout-out portion kay Lerio Bantasan. Shout-out kay Angie Ofiana Naliga ng La Union. Oy, naimbag nga aldaw kay kada kayo idta. Kay Kathleen Jemal, kay Silver the Caveman, and Carlo Divino Tapis, ang City Assessor ng Canlaon City.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Yeah. Incidentally, RD.
May pa-shoutout po ko din.
Sige, RD.
Happy listening to or viewing to our viewer from Bugo City, Ms. Israel Pirigo, Mr. Treasurer ng Carlos C.P. Garcia of Bohol, Mr. Jimmy Lagura. Sabi niya, thank you BLGF, very informative and a great help to us. Okay? Yeah. Sabi naman Mr. Rafi GL, okay, yung one of the Spice Boy, great na po. Sabi ni Ma'am Julie Santos, thank you for sharing. And sabi na ni Mr. Daniel Nesa, the Municipal Treasurer of Catanduanes, great job. Okay? And of course, my classmate in Masters in Real Estate Management also viewing us, Mr. Yan Ship, and the rest of my classmates. Thank you for viewing us. Thank you.
Of course, what's keeping us busy this last... Yeah. Go ahead.
Before you proceed, may hindi naman may comment dito. Anong mangyari or anong itsura kaya ng tax map namin if the location ng title ang masusunod tapos yung approved cadastral survey ay sa kabilang barangay na. So meaning, butas yan sa section map. So pwedeng pag-usapan natin yan. So, okay. So baka hindi ma-take up yan ni attorney pero magiging eye-opener itong question na ito. Question ito galing sa Bohol. So from Mr. Engineer Ramil Archaga. Okay. Yes. Okay. Your turns. Thank you, Torch.
Kasi nga, remember the Supreme Court in saying you have to rely on the title, it includes real property tax na rin, hindi lang sa business, local fees and charges. So includes real property tax. Now, bakit kaya magiging butas? I can only imagine, for example, sa tax mapping nila, cadastral survey din kasi dito cadastral survey, mayroong cadastral survey in favor of one LGU, sa title in favor of the other LGU. So I can only surmise anong mangyayari. No? Pag we rely on the title, mayroong cadastral survey, for example, si Talibon na ganito, included yung nakatitulo sa kabilang LGU, magiging butas daw. Yeah. Supposedly, but then again, the question of taxability magiging hindi sa inyo, doon sa kabilang LGU. I suggest you maintain the tax map. Kasi nga, baka magkakaroon ng boundary dispute, baka yung tax map na yan, magiging evidence ba yan in the future? Tulad ng ating mapa sa 9-9 sa China, nagiging evidence yung mga maps na ganyan. So, I will not comment na i-delete nyo yung na wala na title. You maintain. But however, the collection, still you rely on those kung saan yung titulo. So, yun lang, Adi.
So yung sinabi, at least Torch, yung listener natin are really guided na nasundan nila yung premise mo doon sa court ruling na sinabi ng court na since titled yung property, so we rely on the location stated in the certificate of title. And unfortunately, our assessor now are reacting. So how do they complement?
We cannot blame din naman, RD, kasi nga I assume cadastral survey rin yung tax map na pinagbatayan nila, engineering control map din cadastral survey. So kumbaga title minsan napalabas ng DENR, in fairness to DENR, tapos cadastral survey na ipalabas din ng DENR. So may conflict na silang gawa, tayong nalilito. I suggest you maintain that tax map na lang. What is your reason for, although butas nga yan, so in terms of collection,
so something is to me, something is wrong with the cadastral survey. Well, because the title itself will be dependent on the result of the cadastral survey. So how come on the cadastral survey it's located on the other municipio, or whereas the title now, it's already in the other municipio. Pero but cases like that only happens once yung other municipio is only parang anak na lang siya ba? So parang
dating barangay, yung dating barangay ng isang munisipyo.
Barangay siya before on that municipio, and now na-separate na siya. So yung boundary when during the cadastral part pa siya ng barangay ngayon, so kaya siguro yun ang conflict that happens. But anyway, that problem can be reconcilable naman, di ba?
Tama si Adi. Tama si Adi, yung title before that came out, may survey na rin yung title na yan. So bakit kaya nagkakaroon pa ng ganyan? Yung butas yan. Tama, di ba, Adi?
Yes, sir. So perhaps we look on the matter, and we can also invite from the to explain or to shed on the matter, right, sir?
Sabi nga natin, this is a venue for friendly kapihan, friendly discussion. Yes. Kapihan is actually casual discussion, walang hard rules, walang tama, walang mali, basta importante we share, di ba, Ate? So in the future, Engineer Archaga, thank
you, Engineer Archaga, for the for the information or for your comment.
Live. Ingat po kayo dyan sa Bohol kasi you have logged the most number of cases today yata sa province-wide. So ingat-ingat po. So si Ardi is planning to go back. Wala na yatang restriction ngayon ng Bohol. Wala na yung no entry yata, Ardi. So in the future, sana. Okay. Now, saan na ba tayo? Amendments to the certificate of title. Ayan, please share po. Share pa rin po. Good morning pala doon kay dating executive director namin, Ma'am Piching. Good morning po, Ma'am. Kay Mrs. Oliva, good morning din po. Sabi na i-acknowledge ko na po, libre po yung webinar mo. Hindi pa po sumisingil ng bayad sa amin at saka nagkakautang na kami sa inyo ng malaki. Notwithstanding, Ma'am, na mayroong malaking utang kami sa inyo, remember yung obligasyon nyo po sa akin tuwing Pasko, huwag mo po yang kalimutan. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin po yan, Ma'am Open. Baka naman. Okay, good morning, Mrs. Oliva. Ang pait-pait. Yes, sir.
I would like to say good morning also to former Executive Director, Ma'am Montesa.
Yes.
I know, I just met her through her books, through her assurances. Palagi ko yung nakikita yung pangalan niya. So, and hopefully we can meet her in the future episode, Torch, right?
Yeah. You know what, Ardi? Ma'am Piching was the previous regional director of Region 7. So, for the longest time, between Ma'am Piching and you, yan yung gap. So, Ma'am Piching, don't worry. We now have a regional director. We are in good hands. So, from Ma'am Piching to Director Dr. Lero, yan yung kalayo ng gap po.
So we hope we can be at par with Ma'am Piching performance Torch, no?
Of course. Thank you, Ma'am Piching, for viewing us.
Thank you, Ma'am Piching, and of course, si Ma'am Oliva, our ever supportive treasurer in BLGF 7. Thank you.
Going back to the issue na amendments of certificate of title. Yung sabing kanya-kanya lang diskarte yung mga naandun sa certificate of title. Sabi, wag nyo pong isali yung isang kapatid namin yan kasi nga yung hindi na binenta na sa amin yung kanyang share. So baguhin nyo po yung tax declaration. Yung title po kasi hindi pa namin naibabago pero ito po yung deed of sale. Na ibenta na niya po yung share or yung example ko nga nila. What if nagpunta sa inyo na married couple na dissolve na yung marriage due by declaration of nullity. Nullity lang kasi tayo, wala tayong divorce. So, magbabago na po rin po yung tax declaration. Kalimitan, naharas tayo sa mga case na ganyan kasi nga it seems forgivable naman kasi nga mayroon ngang declaration of nullity of marriage, ganito, ganyan. So, baguhin rin po diba natin yung tax declaration. Now, dito, incidentally, na-discuss din po ng Supreme Court, although this is about boundary dispute of disputing LGU. However, I find it up to discuss this portion of anong decree ito? Presidential decree. Ito pa rin, property registration. PD 1529. Proper procedure in case of amendments of certificate of title. Now, anong mangyayari? Ayan, for purposes of reference, linahat ko, pinapipaste ko. So, himay-himayin ko yan mamaya. Now, anong mangyayari pag nagbago na yung mga circumstances, situation, o rights ng parties na andoon sa certificate of title? Tapos nagpunta ng assessor's office, babaguhin nyo rin po ba yun? Now, dito sa PD 1529, hindi po automatic na mabago po yun. Mayroong proseso. Sabi po ng PD 1529, a registered owner or any person having interest in the registered property, meaning titled, or in proper case, the Register of Deeds or the Commission of Land Registration may file a petition to the court. So, hindi automatic po magbago. Kung ano man yung pagbabago ng circumstances doon sa mga rights, doon sa titles, hindi automatic. Kailangang mag-file muna ng petition to the court on the ground that, ito yung mga example. For example, assessors, you are presented with this circumstances, ganito. Sir, I am a registered owner. Nagpakasal na po kami. Or if register, may mga ganyan po kasi dalaga pa, nung nagpakasal, gustong i-include na sa tax declaration. So, sabi po ng Supreme Court, sabi po ng PD 1529, itong mga instances ito. For example, isa-isahin natin. The registered interest of any description, whether vested, contingent, yung heredero pa lang, or expectant or inchoate appearing on certificate have terminated or ceased. Nawala na po yung pagka-heredero niya or nabago na po. Or mayroong new interest not appearing in the title. Sabi niya, ako po kasing yung nakabili sa title na po yan, sa property na po yan. So dapat no pong baguhin rin po yung tax declaration. New interest have arisen in the certificate of title or have risen or have been created. So therefore, para baguhin niyo po yung title. So mayroon pong proseso, sabi po ng PD 59, you must file a petition in the court. Or number 3, mayroong omission or error. Mali po kasi yung title, lumusot yan, hindi na-include yung pangalan ko po dyan sa title. Baguhin niyo po yung tax declaration. Hindi po. Kailangan dumaan po muna sa court. Mayroong petition na i-file po muna bago po din po yung tax declaration, baguhin po muna yung title. Now, what if yung latest pendensya na sinasabi natin, mayroon pa palang dispute as to boundary, bakit kayo naniningil pa? Sabi ng Supreme Court, no, that is not a hinder to the tax collection case. In the meantime, the business kasi is not a party. Yung taxpayer is not a party to the boundary dispute between the LGUs. And the first action was about settlement of dispute as to boundary. The second is as to collection tax. So, it can proceed. Sabi po nga natin, paiba tayo. Lifeblood doctrine, hindi maghihintay kung sa ano yung kalalabasan ng case doon sa boundary dispute. Now, again, the location as appearing the certificate of title is controlling. Now, should the LGU lot, yung sabing na andon yung location sa title, location on title, directly recover from the LGU, from the current LGU tax payment? Sabi ng Supreme Court, no. Hindi dapat mangolekta si LGU lot doon kay current LGU, doon sa binabayaran ng taxpayers. Sabi po kasi ng Section 146 of the Local Government Code, ang tax po kasi ay dapat babayaran ng person conducting the business. Hindi naman si LGU yung conduct ng business. So anong mangyayari? So dito, sabi ng Local Government Code, ayan, Section 146, a tax on business must be paid by the person conducting the same. Hindi po yan ng LGU. Now, ang mangyayari, applying the principle of unjust enrichment, kasi doon nagbabayad kay current LGU, hindi naman po sana siya po yung babayaran. So mayroong unjust enrichment. So ang mangyayari, magre-reinforce po si current LGU doon sa taxpayer. Para si taxpayer naman yung magbabayad doon sa LGU na noon saan yung location on that title. Now, comment po mga treasurer, ano po mangyayari dito sa mga, is this a case of reimbursement? Kasi this is directly, hindi siya parallel doon sa NGCP versus Ophelia M. Oliva case. Kasi doon sa Ophelia M. Oliva case, sabi ng Supreme Court, hindi dapat mag-reimburse sa mga maling payment. Hindi ito, maling payment ito. Sabi ng Supreme Court, dapat i-reimburse ni LGU si taxpayer. Oh, imagine that. So, how do we reconcile that? Although, the parties to this case are both LGUs doon sa NGCP versus Ophelia M. Oliva case between NPC and NGCP and the treasurer. Dito, doon sa Ophelia M. Oliva case, sabi po ng Supreme Court, hindi dapat mag-reimburse ang treasurer sa mga nabayarang mali. Dito, mali ang pagkakabayan ni taxpayer, dapat magre-reimburse si LGU doon sa taxpayer. Kayo na pong pumusga, ladies and gentlemen. So that's it. Isang pasada na po muna sa ating mga sigaw palabas bago po tayo magtapos sa ating episode na ito. Pasok, Miss Jonan Villanay.
Again, ang dami ng responses, attorney. Babasahin ko ha. May nagsabi na the kapihan is one of the positive things that this pandemic has given us. It is a venue to continuously educate us, not only personnel from the government agencies, but also those private individuals who need enlightenment to their transactions with government offices. Parang kilala ko to. Hindi kaya to si Justice Ray Putulin ang nag-comment nito?
Justice. Justice.
May nagsabi, excellent, very informative. Online kapihan sa BLGF 7 is very informative. I always shares every episode para maka-mugsab me.
Nagpaparinig. Nagpaparinig na Nay Adi. Nag-share daw siya. Ilang share kaya yan?
Online kapihan is very informative and enable us to know more about treasury and assessment, treasury and assessor transactions. Thus enable us to equip ourselves to go for a real battle in every LGU. Thank you BLGF kapihan sa Thank you BLGF kapihan sa BLGF. May nag-feedback din na looking forward for discussion on examination of books of accounts. Parang may sasabihin sa...
At saka yung local fees and charges mo na
RD, The examination sa books of accounts, RD, di ba yung parang magkakaroon talaga tayo ng ano? Ng...
Naka-program na siya June, di ba? For your program for this year, we will conduct the examination of the books of accounts, training on examination of books of accounts. So just wait for the announcement from the BLGF Facebook page because kasali po yan na training that we will be conducting this year.
Yeah, okay? But you know what's good about examinations of books of accounts, RD? Para holistic yung approach. Yung makapunta talaga ng mga business taxpayers, makasama tayo sa mga treasurer. Sana magluwag na po yung mga restriction, yung mga bawal pa yung
siguro face-to-face. Dagdag natin sa module mo is yung actual visitation. Diba towards actual conduct of examination. Let's say one examination per group.
Masama tayo sa treasurer.
Oo.
Okay,
kasi tayo as a bureau, hindi tayo authorized to go to businessmen para
No, I mean, the trainer will just there to guide them.
Sasama tayo sa treasurer's office. Sana it will complete the learning process, RD. Sana magluwag na yung mga restriction ngayon sa face-to-face mga modalities.
Yes, we look forward to that, and we are praying really hard na sana alis na si COVID dito sa Central Visayas or even in the Philippines or sa buong mundo. Okay? Yeah. So, COVID alis na.
So, go ahead. Anyway, shout out.
Ma'am John, go ahead.
Okay. Meron pang pahabol na feedback. Sabi niya, BLGF Kapihan is a great platform to gain discernment on treasury and assessment information and knowledge. And good service. Great, very satisfactory, and very informative. Yan ang pahabol na mga feedback. And sigaw palabas para kay Jinlo Tindero ng Bindoy, kay Glenn Blair de la Piña ng Talibon, kay Engineer Ramel A. Archaga ng Talibon, kay Ruel Akain ng Enrique Villanueva Siquijor, kay Edsel Laguda ng San Fernando, Cebu, kay Mercedita Tabalok ng Tanhay City, kay Miguel Magan, ang Municipal Assessor ng Danao, Bohol, kay Benjamin Laseya, Municipal Assessor ng Katigbian, Bohol, kay Richie Gungob, Municipal Assessor's Office of Consolacion, kay Marilu Herrera, the Municipal Assessor of Consolacion, Cebu, kay Engineer Ria Lipang, the Municipal Assessor of Clarin, Bohol, kay Jocelyn Pugoy, ang ng MTO Benavista, Bohol, at saka kay Berhel Aberhilia Opone. So far, yan na lang.
So, additional shout out kay Mr. Ferdinand Likigan Daliwag from private sector. So, despite wala siya sa government service, pero still following our online kapihan. Thank you for joining us, Sir Ferdinand.
Again, ipopromote natin, ito yung sinasabi ng ating production manager, pinaka-director si Mr. Jolis Panay. Naglilista na po siya sa mga nag-share. Baka naman, Sir Jolis, yung nagpaparinig sa MAG. At saka, Sir Jolis, kung maaari, RD, ibigyan din natin ng MAG, siguro para po. Yung mga subscriber natin ngayon, mga early subscriber doon sa YouTube. So, ang dami na nila, mga ilan yun? 110 pa. Pero irarapo lang siguro ni Sir Jolis. Ililista yung mga pangalan, tapos irarapo kung sino yung magkamag. So Sir Jolis, ayan, nagsasubscribe na po sila, Sir Jolis.
Okay, so turns for next episode, so we will devote a time where we will have a raffle draw. Okay, so online raffle draw for at least 20 siguro winners from the early subscribers of YouTube, our YouTube. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you po. At saka sana po tuloy-tuloy yung pag-replay nyo. Although ngayon nagsishare pa kayo sa aming video sa YouTube. Tuloy-tuloy lang yung pag-share kasi in a matter of one day lang makakaabot po kami minsan ng 1,000 views. So parabihin pa din natin doon sa YouTube para dumating na talaga si Jackie Chan na magsasabing bili na kayo. Salamat. So paramihin po natin yung subscribers at saka number of views. Hindi pa rin na po namin alam kung anong mangyayari pag naandyan na si Jackie Chan. So bagong platform pa lang po ito. Yes.
So mali pala ako. Mr. Ferdinand Likigan Daliwag is not from private. He is a municipal assessor pala. Sorry sir, Sir Ferdy. So from what year po kayo?
Yeah. Adi, hindi na-miss out ko. Dapat pag-usapan natin, we still have mga 5 minutes siguro. What has been keeping regional office busy the past days? Ayan, nakikita natin sa ating Facebook page. We have been conducting mga online interview virtual. So can you walk us through, Adi, ano yung napagbisihan ng regional office this past few weeks?
Actually, yung si Mr. Ferdinand pala is from Cagayan, from Regional Office number 2. Okay, thank you, Sir Ferdy. Okay, so actually, we are preparing for the big bang for our 34th anniversary, the BLGF 34th anniversary. That's on a month long celebration. And it's so fortunate that the BLGF 7 should our proposals would be approved by our principals from the BLGF Central Office. we will be hosting the 4 Mondays of the month, the 4 Mondays of the whole October. Okay, so the online kapihan will now go nationwide. Okay?
Yan,
So
napansin na po tayo.
yes, so our audience now will not be limited only for Region 7, but nationwide na po. But of course, our topics, our subject matter will also be those that are relevant to others, hindi lang concern ng BLGF's Central Visayas, but kung ano yung pwedeng mapakinabangan ng ating mga viewers from all over the Philippines. So we have ang yung episode natin on the first Monday. Ano ba yung Tors?
Yung i-teaser ko mamaya yan, Ardi. Basta sunod-sunod yan.
Attorney can give a backgrounder on what will happen on the whole October activities. Should
we
the
get
proposals.
the nod. Kasi initially, our regional director was called upon sa isang meeting doon sa mga proposed activities. So we are lucky your online kapihan sa BLGF7 will be parang vehicle siya na magiging isang platform doon sa month-long celebration. Now, on October 4, pag lumusot yung aming proposal doon sa Central na magiging dito yung celebration ng October 4 sa BLGF anniversary, yung first episode natin, kapihan type pa rin siya. Kasi iba-iba yung different Mondays, yung sabi ni Ardi. Si Ardi po yung nag-conceptualize. So yung kapihan po natin, ang mangyayari, remember the NGCP versus Ophelia in Oliva case? Ito, Ma'am Ophel, nanood ka ba ngayon, Ma'am Ophel? Kasalanan mo to, Ma'am Ophel, bakit may topic na ganito? Sabi kasi doon ni Ma'am Ophel, mayroon siyang Ophelia's Doctrine. Sasabihin natin Ophelia's Doctrine. Never allow harm to visit the treasurer's office. Yan yung doktrina ni Mrs. Oliva. Mrs. Ophelia's Doctrine yan. Never allow harm to visit the treasurer's office. So along that doctrine, sabi ni Mrs. Oliva, pagkaupo niya as treasurer ng Cebu City, nag-recompute siya ng lahat ng bayad na real property tax. Nabayaran na yun, may mga clearance na yun. Recompute niya. Sabi ng taxpayer, may clearance na kami, bayad na kami, bakit ka mag-recompute uli? Sabi ni Mrs. Oliva, doon ka maghabol sa mga nag-compute nun. Ang doktrina ko, never allow harm to visit sa treasurer's office. So yan po yung topic natin for discussion sa October 4 pa po yan, hindi pa next episode. So yan po yung katanungan galing sa Pasig City. Ayan, nationwide, sabi ni Ardi. So live and on demand. Yes, Ardi.
You will be joined by top caliber regional directors as your guest panelists, right?
Yeah, incidentally, Ardi, the issue is about collection, recomputation. So, parang at a glance, this involves collection, treasury. So, we will be inviting from treasury side. But however, what if yung recomputation mo would touch reassessment na may pinagbabawal din sa Kalianta? So, we will also be involving isang expert on assessment. So, ako may confidence level na ako na medyo mag-accept siya sa ating invitation. Sa assessment side, siguro ma-invite natin si Regional Director Gilbert Gumabay, Arde, yung kasama natin sa FGT. Hindi tatanggi yun, Arde.
He's saying yes already. I talked to him last Saturday and he is saying yes.
Yes. So, baka kasi it is a matter of recomputation, baka kasi it is a matter of reassessment. Kasi the peculiar thing about NGCP questions the computation of Mrs. Oliva, the treasurer. However, when it reached the Supreme Court, it is a question pala of assessment, di ba? Na pumunta sa LBA, pumunta sa CBA, hanggang na rating sa Supreme Court. Pinabalik ng Supreme Court, pinarecompute kasi daw, tingnan yung tamang assessment. Imagine that. Trabaho ng assessor ng assessment, ang tinatanong si treasurer. So this is a two-pronged approach, Ardi, hindi collection lang, about assessment din. So sa treasury, Ardi, so hopefully we can invite somebody expert din on the field of treasury, Ardi. Sino kaya, Ardi?
Actually, Tors, nag-say yes na din si Director Jenny. Wow. So as per
ganyan kalakas yung Ardi natin.
From the production team, Director Jenny Tedera of Region 12 Okay?
For the background of the viewers, Director Tedera is previously the also a municipal treasurer. So, expert
Municipal
doon siya
Treasurer
sa
of
side.
Surala, South Cotabato.
South
Prior
Cotabato.
to his appointment as RD, di ba, municipal treasurer si RD
Opo.
Jenny. So
Opo.
perhaps
Yan yung
he can also give good feedback or give input on the issue.
Darating ng October 4, magiging kapihan discussion. Mayroon tayong big time mga guests. Si Director Gumabay representing assessment side at saka si Director Tedera representing the collection side. Magiging kapihan type ito, parang kumbaga kung face to face nakaupo lang kami sa sofa, but casual. Hindi kung ano yung gusto nilang sabihin, walang policy na restrict kasi we need to explore all the angles, and this is conceptualized of course because of the query coming from saang LGU yun, Ari, sa Manila, saang particular LGU?
City government of Pasig.
Pasig. Yan, that's a proof na hindi lang kami Central Visayas, nationwide na po yung
So,
at saka,
Attorney,
yes, Nay.
BLGF7 is brewing another flavor of kapihan on October
nationwide.
4. Wow!
Wow.
Level up
Month-long
na.
yan ay month-long. So, that is for the first Monday. Yan, pangunahan na natin yung wala pang nad tayo sa central ng proposal, pero pangunahan natin para ma-pressure na i-approve. Yung pangalawang week, RD, is about yung recognition ng mga kaano kagagaling yung mga regional office men. So mayroong mga quest or search for mga quiz masters, yung mga pa-quiz doon sa mga regional office. So matutunghayan nyo po live sa aming BLGF7 kapihan yung mga iba-ibang eksperto na nanggagaling sa iba't ibang region. Yan, Arti.
Okay.
At saka the third week,
First,
yes, go ahead,
dapat ipakita natin the best personnel from the BLGF regional offices because they are the mentor of our treasurers and assessors.
Yeah.
So, pakita natin yung na magagaling yung mga personnel from the regional offices, from the central offices of the BLGF. So we have this quest for the BLGF Wizard 2021. So this is an online quest for Wizard. So, and this is the best way to celebrate our anniversary. Okay, so and we will be giving cash prizes now according to Deputy Executive Director
malaki. Medyo malaki rin. At saka on the third week, yung mga parangal natin sa mga go ahead.
So kaya I understand sa BLGF7, si Ma'am Junan has already groomed her pet to be in the
yung pinakamagaling mismo.
The contender for the quest.
Representing Region 7.
Yes.
Pwedeng sabihin na siguro, Ardi, kasi hindi tumanggi. Accept agad. Si Ma'am Emma Go, yung representative po namin. Isang take lang, ICLTE, BCLTE na po yan, certified si Ma'am Emma.
Bago pa lang siya sa region.
Oo.
Bago pa lang siya,
mga 2 years pa lang.
Agad.
BCLTE, tapos ngayon ICLTE certified.
ICLTE. First take niya ng ICLTE pasado.
So magpapadala pa tayo ng medyo tagilid tayo, yung pinapangagaling na talaga. Yes, Adi.
Tapos memorize yung local government code, yung provision ng local government code.
Yeah, lahat ng local government code, kung may alam agad kung saan. So, tapos on the third week Adi, the policy division of Director Pamila is planning also to recognize doon yung mga
that's on the last Sundays, last Monday.
So the third week pala,
the third Monday will be parang
reminiscing
the past to BLGF. So we will be inviting yung former executive directors
yung mga
to
bigati mismo.
What happened during their time. I guess, Ma'am Junan, what happened to Director Montesa?
Yeah.
Okay na po si Director Montesa, nag-say yes na po siya.
Yan, nanonood sa atin.
Okay. Okay, so Director Montesa has pledged that she will be joining. Okay, and it's good to know also that Director, former Executive Director,
Salvador
Castillo
also say yes.
Will be joining us also.
Very excited to join us on that program. Okay, so And also, towards they will be joined. The two former executive directors will be joined by our incumbent executive directors, so that we can also celebrate the past and the present. Okay, so tingnan natin kung who among the executive directors, yung former ba or the present, has the best experience during their stint as executive directors.
Parang kapihan pa rin. You will be sharing with us yung mga funny experience nila, yung mga hindi nila malilimutang experience during this stint as executive director, ano yung masasabi nila sa bureau, yung naandun pa sila, ano yung mga nakakatuwang pangyayari sa kanilang buhay as executive director. And lastly, on the last week, RD, we will be having yung mga parangal po natin sa via Director Pam sa Policy Division. I-recognize po yung mga early compliance ng ating mga submission doon sa mga financial reports. Ba yun, RD? Tama ba
yes,
yan, RD?
Yung local financial reporting tool, yung the best LGUs who really have good practices on financial reporting. Okay?
RD? So ngayon pa lang excited na po kami lahat sa month-long celebration. October pa po yan. Pwede na nga pong hindi na tayo mag-episode next Monday. Kaka-excited namin sa aming October month-long celebration. And later also, ito, lalahatin ko na. In November, mag-anniversary po yung kapihan nyo. Ayan, dadalhin po kami ni Ardy lahat sa Masbate. Doon sa isang video.
Para uminom ng kape.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. In behalf of my co-host, ayan, ating tunghayan na po ang panghuling at pang-closing message ng ating Regional Director. Ardy?
Yes, Torns. My closing pa. Okay. Again, thank you so much for joining us today to our avid viewers. Okay. We hope that you have gained something from the topic that we have exhaustively discussed, or if you find that we need to further discuss, please comment down to the comment box. Please remember that we are doing this to reach out our local treasurers and assessors in Central Visayas, especially that we are still in the new normal where we cannot be together face to face. So this is our way, innovative ways to help you to be inclusive, democratic treasurers and assessors who exhibit a greater openness to ideas and innovations. So we hope that you also have passion for learning. You focus on developing others, okay, and a strong ability to define and communicate your desired vision, okay, as your tools necessary to successfully inspire others and become an agent for change within your respective LGUs and, of course, within your own lives. So again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you again, and amping sa tanan. Thank you, Torns.
Thank you. And in behalf of the production team, Mr. Jolis Panoy, my co-host, Ms. John Anabilia, aming Chief ng Treasury Division, at saka aming Regional Director, Director Jesse Joy de Valero, these have been your hosts, Attorney Wilbert P. Tanyeka saying bye-bye.
Bye.